Every dead civilization left the same note about Earth: they guard something worse. The archives of the Galactic Council stretched for light centuries, vaults upon vaults of recorded knowledge, a library so vast even the most ancient empires had not read it all. Yet scattered through that endless record was a single phrase, found in the ruins of dozens of dead civilizations, across worlds separated by thousands of parsecs and millennia of history. They guard something worse. The they was always Earth. Humanity. The discovery. When archivist Jerin of the Zelth Collective first cross-referenced the phrase, he thought it was coincidence. Carvings etched in stone on a world long turned to ash. Scratched metal plates in a ruined temple orbiting a red dwarf. Binary sequences left behind in an abandoned AI core. Each one, when translated, carried the same warning. He brought his findings to the council. Skeptics scoffed. Humanity was young, barely a century into the stars, with colonies on a handful of moons and stations. They were dangerous, yes, products of a death world with the stubbornness to survive anything. But guarding something worse. It sounded like myth. Still, the records could not be ignored. A special committee formed. And Earth was placed under silent watch. Humanity's blissful ignorance. On Earth itself, humans had no idea. Life went on with the usual messiness: politics, wars, discoveries, laughter, and love. They saw themselves as the newcomers of the galaxy, scrappy but eager to prove their worth. Alien ambassadors found humans curious, passionate, sometimes reckless, but nothing more. Certainly not the keepers of some galaxy-ending secret. Yet in the shadows, the Council scientists studied Earth carefully. Their probes mapped the oceans. Their drones watched the skies. Their deep-spectrum scans searched for anomalies. For decades, they found nothing. Until the first rift opened. The rift. It appeared deep in the Pacific Ocean, a tear of black light that bent the water around it. At first, human submarines thought it a strange natural phenomenon. Then things began crawling out. The creatures were not alive in any sense that biologists understood. They were shapes of void and teeth, hunger given form. They attacked without reason, shredding metal and flesh alike, before vanishing back into the rift. The event lasted only hours before the rift collapsed. But thousands were dead. Earth reeled in confusion. The Council, however, was not confused. They were terrified. The phrase suddenly made sense. They guard something worse. Humanity wasn't keeping the galaxy safe by choice. Earth itself was a lock. And something was trying to break free. Ancient patterns. Archivist Jerin dug deeper into the ruins of lost civilizations. The pattern became clear. Each empire that discovered the truth had fallen shortly after. Some tried to study the rifts. Others tried to harness them. All were devoured. In every case, before their end, survivors left a final message scattered across the stars, warnings about Earth. The Builders. The White Ray. The Kelth Dominion. Civilizations so advanced they made the Council look primitive, gone, because they had tampered with whatever lay beneath humanity's homeworld. The implication was horrifying. Humanity's role was not active. It was biological. They existed as the key. Without humans, the lock would break. Council debate. Panic gripped the council chambers. "We must quarantine Earth," roared Veldak of the Drexen Dominion. "Seal them away from the stars, before curiosity drives them to unleash it." Others argued the opposite. If humans are the key, then we must protect them at all costs. Their extinction could doom us all. Still others whispered darker ideas. If humanity is dangerous, eliminate them now before the lock fails on its own. Zera, the High Chancellor, silenced the chamber. "We stand at a precipice. We must know the truth, before fear drives us into mistakes." And so a mission was authorized, to descend into Earth's depths, to find what exactly humanity had been guarding unknowingly for millennia. The descent. Marcus Hale, a human pilot who had recently made a name for himself in council service, was chosen as liaison. He did not know the full truth, only that aliens had taken sudden interest in Earth's oceans. With him went Gerin the archivist, 2 Drexen soldiers, and a research team of 5 species. Their submersible descended into the Mariana Trench, deeper than any human craft had ever gone. At first, there was only darkness and silence. Then, the sensors picked up impossible readings, structures buried in the rock, older than Earth's crust itself. Gerin's voice trembled. The builders, they didn't just warn about Earth. They built the prison here. As they approached the anomaly, the waters vibrated with low, inhuman sound. The rift was waking again. The encounter. The black light tore open before them, stretching wider, pulsing with hunger. Shapes writhed inside, pressing against the barrier as though testing its strength. One broke through. It was vast, a mass of tendrils and eyes that seemed to look into every soul at once. The Drexen soldiers fired plasma bursts. Useless, the creature was made of something that absorbed energy itself. Then Marcus acted. He touched the controls instinctively, guiding the submersible closer rather than fleeing. "Are you insane?" Gerin shouted. But the rift reacted to Marcus. The creature hesitated, tendrils withdrawing. The black light shrank slightly, as though afraid. The truth crystallized in Gerin's mind. It's not Earth that's the lock. It's you. Humans. You're the Warden species. The rift pulsed violently, as if resisting. Marcus grimaced, every nerve in his body screaming. "I can feel it. It wants me. It wants all of us." Through sheer will, Marcus projected defiance. The rift flickered, then collapsed, sealing once more. The deep ocean fell silent. Revelation. Back at the surface, the research team was shaken. Humanity was no mere death-world oddity. Their existence was fundamental to galactic survival. Gerin addressed the Council with the truth. Every dead civilization we found ignored the warning. They sought power, or knowledge, or tried to erase humanity. And each time, the prison walls cracked. We live only because humans endured. They are not guarding it knowingly. But by their nature, by their presence, they hold it shut. The chamber was stunned. Veldak snarled. "So we are chained to their survival. The fate of the galaxy depends on fragile primitives." Zera's gaze was sharp. "Better fragile guardians than none. If they fall, so do we." Humanity learns the truth. The Council could not keep the secret forever. Eventually, humanity was told. The revelation shook Earth to its core. They were not just another species among many. They were prison wardens for horrors beyond comprehension. Some raged. Some despaired. Some embraced the responsibility. Marcus stood before a gathering of humans and aliens alike. "We didn't ask for this. But maybe that's the point. The builders didn't trust power. They trusted survival. They trusted stubbornness. They trusted us." He looked toward the stars. "So we'll keep fighting. Not because we want to, but because no one else can." The final warning. In the centuries that followed, the phrase endured. Every archive, every database, every monument added a new line. They guard something worse. Protect them, or we all fall. And deep beneath the oceans of Earth, the rift stirred in restless dreams. Waiting.